All right, shalom, shalom, family. So Brother Zechariah come back to you with another lesson. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders of the nation of Israel. Shalom to you brothers out there that are laboring, enduring the elements, making your body a living sacrifice while trying to seal the elect, and making your calling and election assured. Okay? And to you sisters out there that are learning, listening, applying, being obedient to your husband, shalom, shalom. Brother Zechariah come back to you with another lesson out here on the highways and byways. All right, and this one's going to be called Shark Attacks Will Become Leviathan Attacks. Okay, because if you don't know, you know, the Most High has a creature called the Leviathan. All right, that's out there. You know, and let's talk about it. It's spoken of in the book of Job, which I'm not going to go into that. But this creature has been around like since the beginning. Uh, there's one in Apocrypha. I could pull that scripture up real quick though. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. You know, we come out with these type of lessons, and some people might think, you know, like, how is shark attacks edifying lesson? Well, you know, it's to let you know that the times that we in, because these animals are going to be turning on, you know, people. You know, people got pets and stuff. Those pets are going to turn, and I'm talking about like even Jake got like pet snakes and tarantulas, scorpions. Some people got real exotic animals. You know, and when Yahweh gives that decree, man, that order, you know, these animals are going to turn on their owners. You know, they got zoos all over America, you know, throughout Babylon. You know, when them earthquakes began to happen over here, what do you think's going to happen to them zoos? You know, a lot of those gates and things, they're going to be broken and crumble, and them animals are going to get loose, and they're going to be everywhere. You know, that's why it tells you about it in the book of Amos. You know how you're running from a lion or a bear and stuff, and then you flee. You know, then you run into a snake. Hey, it's real. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see real quick. All right, this is Second Ezra, and I'm gonna go ahead and move up to verse 48. It's Second Ezra 6, and I'm gonna start with verse 48, and it says, "For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of God, you know, of Yahweh, okay, that all people might praise thy wondrous works." Okay. All right. Then uh, didst thou ordain two living creatures? The one thou callest Enoch, which that's really it's behemoth. It's going into talking about behemoth. All right. And the other Leviathan, which is the sea serpent. Okay. All right, and this is verse 50, and it says, "And didst separate the one from the other," you know, because they're huge creatures, man. "For the seventh part, namely, uh, where the waters was gathered together, might not hold them both." All right, that's why one is on land and one is in the okay. "Unto Enoch thou gavest one part which was dried up the third day, that he should dwell in the same part wherein are 1,000 hills." Okay, so there's that. "But unto Leviathan that thou gavest the seventh part, namely the moist," you know, talking about the water, "and has kept him to be devoured, of whom thou wilt and when," you know. But yeah, that those creatures have been around since the beginning, you know, of time. You know, when they began to, you know, fill the earth up with animals and creatures and things like that in the beginning. You know, them things have been around. All right, but going into these shark attacks, every year around 80 unprovoked attacks are reported worldwide. There were 57 unprovoked attacks with Babylon, leading all countries, with 41 of them occurring here. Wow. See? All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to the book of Sirach. And this one won't be a long lesson. But like I said, I just wanted to bring it out because I'm going to get somewhere with this. You know, it always leads to something, you know. And we're going to go to the book of Sirach, chapter 39. And we're going to read verses 30 through 31. So give me a second. All right. And it says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay? They shall rejoice in his commandments, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Okay? So, these creatures, like I said earlier, he gives the order. Them creatures are going to turn on people, man, and stuff like that. This is why we bring these things out, because we want people to be aware of the times that we are in. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to the first article, and it says, this is ABC News. It says shark attacks fishermen in kayak off the coast of Hawaii. Ah!
Ah! Tiger shark! Tiger shark ran me. Holy f. Ah! Tiger shark! Tiger shark ran me.
A lot of sharks out around them areas. I've never been to Hawaii, but like my mother and some of my family, my younger sister, they went out there on a vacation one year, and they was like, man, and just by looking at the pictures, man, it's just beautiful. But yeah, there's a lot of sharks, and heavily in them waters, and it's a lot of people go out there for the surfing, the waves and things like that. But yeah, this man was out there, and then shark just come up and took a bite out of his kayak, man. It could have reached up in there and get him. You know what I'm saying? That's just a warning. All right, moving on. Teacher missing after shark attack off Australia. Surfboard found with one bite in the middle. So this guy basically, this was it. And it says searchers have found what appears to be pieces of the wetsuit and surfboard belonging to a 46-year-old surfer who was attacked by a shark off South Australia's coast. And police said they were continuing to search for his remains Monday. School teacher Simon Bacanello, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, was attacked Saturday while surfing with others near his home at Elliston in South Australia state. His damaged surfboard was found soon after. So, hold on. And local state emergency service manager Tevlin Smith told News Corp the surfboard had one bite in the middle. So that's letting you know, hey, this dude more than likely didn't make it, man. They ain't found him. He became food, man. Okay? And this is another article here, and it says shark attack, 13-year-old St. Lucie girl bitten at North Jetty Beach. Okay? And it says what started as a pretty beach day with her friends soon turned bloody for Ella Reed after a shark bit her multiple times Thursday afternoon at North Jetty Beach in Fort Pierce. All right, and then it says she was in waist-high water with her friend when she felt the first bite on her torso. Ella told her friend to get to shore while she tried to fight the shark off.
A teenager showing incredible bravery when she was bitten by a shark, fighting off the predator that kept on coming back. Now talking about it only on GMA. Mona Kosar Abdi joins us now with more on this story. Mona, what an incredible story she has.
An incredible story indeed, Whit. Good morning. Ella Reed said that the shark was so powerful that she could feel it hitting her stomach as it attacked her. But this brave young girl fought back, and her actions saved her own life.
Its head was like that big. It was huge.
This morning, this 13-year-old girl attacked by a shark in Florida now telling her story. On Thursday, Ella Reed was celebrating her first day of summer break at Fort Pierce Beach with a friend. They were sitting in shallow water when suddenly she felt a sharp pain.
It was like about as big as me, I'd say, and it was a bull shark. And I looked down and I saw it biting my stomach.
Sitting down in an exclusive interview with GMA, Ella tells us she punched that large shark to fend it off, but then it came back.
I think it was pretty mad at me, I guess, for doing that. It just like went right past my friend and straight to me and like wouldn't let go.
The shark bit her several more times. Ella's mom racing to help.
It was awful. It was panic. It was just surreal. And I felt like in a movie trying to get my kid to the hospital.
At the hospital, Ella getting 19 stitches.
I got 5 stitches in my stomach, and then I have like a couple bite marks on my arm and my like fingers.
Doctors say her quick thinking actions saved her life. Her mother, Devin, says it was a 5 to 6 foot bull shark that attacked her daughter.
I mean, you can see the mouth. The mouth was like this big on her stomach. You saw all the teeth.
With the summer months upon us, experts say it is important to stay vigilant in the water. Professor Stephen Kajiora says it's unusual for sharks to come in shallow water as it did with Ella.
What was even more unusual was despite the fact that she brushed it off, it came back again. The second time. What typically happens with these bites is the shark will come up and take a bite and determine that, nope, you're not a fish.
But she says Ella did the right thing by fighting back. Her mother in awe.
So I think that completely shows her character. She's just unbelievable girl, and I'm super proud of her. And sorry, she's awesome.
And Ella did, again, exactly what experts recommend if you find yourself in that situation to fight back. They say if attacked, use quick downward punching motions to fend off the shark. Janae, to let that shark know that you're not going down without a fight.
Important reminders as we head into the summer, Mona. Thank you so much.
Sirach, chapter 39, just moving on up to verse 28, okay? And this says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. You know, this could be people, animals, certain, angels, you know what I'm saying? On the left hand, you know, they can use them as well, okay? All right, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. All right? And, one thing you need to understand is that, like, a lot of judgment is coming on these Edomites because all of these were Edomites, you know what I'm saying? And, back during, when they had Jake, they still have us in captivity, but when they began to, like, put us on the ships, the southern kingdom and all that and bring them over, and they, and some of them fell ill or whatever, for whatever reason, they were throwing Jakes overboard, feeding them to the sharks, So, a lot of things, these curses and stuff are starting to hit these heathen, predominantly Esau Edom. And now, you're hearing a lot of these shark cases where these sharks and stuff are taking them out. You had a crocodile hunter, he was taken out by a stingray, So, those are the type of times we're in, okay? But, all right, moving on. This is what I was getting into, just telling you shark attacks right now are attacking these heathen, but it's eventually going to lead to Leviathan, all right? This is an article, man, hey, and this is crazy. It says Florida man living underwater won't resurface even after breaking records.
Some critical research taking place underwater in the Florida Keys.
A doctor and diving expert will spend the next 100 days in a special pod conducting research, and he spoke to Local 10's Janine Stanwood about his mission.
It's research that's happening underwater. Do you see those bubbles right over there? That is an underwater habitat where right now a doctor is spending 100 days. This is a special habitat 22 feet below in a Key Largo lagoon. And this is a live stream of Dr. Joe DeTuri, retired naval officer and clinical researcher living inside. If he stays past 73 days, he will break a world record.
So I am not dive certified, but photojournalist Frank DeBesa is. So he's getting his gear ready and he'll be going in.
Sharky, Frank, Sharky.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good.
our camera goes in to see the underwater world. And soon pops up into the habitat.
Channel 10, you want to show yourself in the house?
What are you doing in there?
So, great question. There are three things that we're doing in here. One is we are increasing our outreach to the STEM community, science, technology, engineering, math.
Research is also being done on materials underwater that could be cures for diseases.
Hold on. I'm going to show you Dr. Hunter Hines, literally looking in a microscope.
And Deturi is having his vitals measured to see how underwater living affects the brain and body. Staff is constantly watching.
Lots of protein, lots of eggs. I have a little fridge. Can you see that?
The habitat at the Jules Undersea Lodge is a positive pressure environment, so air is constantly being pumped in. It was built in 1971 and still considered state-of-the-art.
Everything we need to cure everything that's going on is in this world. So we got to live in this environment to figure this stuff out.
Throughout the course of the 100 days, students and a who's who of scientists will be brought underwater. By the way, this is only week 2. We're in Key Largo. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10 News.
So, these Edomites, man, are starting to, they're dwelling underwater, and I believe, not just with him, maybe he could be doing a test run because, ultimately we know they have these underwater bunkers, the scriptures tell you that they're gonna hide, but Yahweh's going to send Leviathan, and we're going to get into that precept here in a little bit, all right? Okay, so Esau might as well stay down in that water, because, again, you're going to be food for Leviathan, hiding in those underwater bunkers, they thinking that they're going to escape their judgment, which, we know that that's not going to happen. Now, Yahweh's going to allow them to get away, to whatever places they go, but, ultimately they're going to be pulled out or they'll be destroyed, by Leviathan if they underwater, okay? So, just to show you, to prove that, we're going to go to the book of Amos. And I like Amos. There's a lot of good verses and stuff in out here. Well, the whole Bible is good, actually. But, brothers got their favorite scriptures. All right, this is the book of Amos, chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, and I brought this out recently in a lesson. All right, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them, And that's talking about them underground bunkers. Though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down. And that's them going up there into the upper atmosphere. Them devils are trying to do all kinds of things, They've been trying to break the firmament and everything. These devils want to escape, man. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, and they got bunkers within the mountains and stuff as well. They got some where they claim that they got these mountain bunkers that they're storing seeds in them. I'm like, for what? And they're saying like missiles won't even go around these places because nothing is dwelling up there, living or nothing. And it's just nothing but this cold. So that no one will think to hit that place like with missiles. So I think ultimately what they're thinking is they're going to hide in these bunkers and then they're going to come out and they're going to go over and have them seeds to where they could replant. Everybody up on the surface will be dead and they can come up, plant, and start over. That's their mindset. All right? But, hey, it tells you in Obadiah, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. But, all right, back to the scriptures. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. All right? And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. See, that's going into them underwater bunkers. This will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Okay, and that's Leviathan. All right? And that's why I brought out that article with that man, you know what I'm saying, going underwater and stuff like that. They're trying to prepare themselves to live underwater, in some cases. They want to hide from the Lord, man. They want to hide from Yahushua when he returns. Okay? It tells you in Revelations where they say, let the rocks fall upon us and all that. That's still these Edomites. But Esau, man, you can run, but you can't hide. All right? You know, you can't run from your judgment. You can't run from what you've done to us, man. You know, you might be able to you know, cut the internet, strike brothers' channels. You might be able to even arrest us, man, for speaking this truth. But ultimately, man, you still cannot escape your judgment when it's all said and done. You know, these animals are gonna turn on you because these animals are tired of you. You know, you know the Israelites are tired of you. Those in the truth, you know, they tired of you. You know, we tired of this place, man. You know, the angels, I know they got to be sick of this, man. You know, we know the Son in Yahweh is too. You know, he's beginning to look at this place, man. The sins have reached up into heaven. So your judgment's coming, man. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it with Jeremiah. Give me a second. Jeremiah chapter 23, and I'm going to read verse 24. Like I said, this lesson wasn't going to be long. Just, you know, a quick hit on it. I got another one coming up. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 24, and it says, Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord, you know, Yahweh. All right. Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord? So, you know, like I said, you can't hide, man. You can't hide from the Lord, man. And you're gonna get judged, man. You know, and he's gonna use Leviathan to take a lot of you out, especially if you think you're gonna hide it, you know, underwater. You know. All right. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Like I said, we bring these things out, man, because the scriptures, like I said, it's all on point. You know, with the scriptures, it's with prophecy and everything. This is why we bring it out, just to, you know, show you where we at, and also let you know what your enemy is up to, you know, and how we could tie it to the scriptures, you know, because if you might have read Amos and read those verses, and it didn't make sense to you. You didn't know what that was talking about, and now we can show you through the scriptures, man, with this, you know, and through what this man is doing. All right. So, Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Double honors to the others of the nation of Israel. And shalom to you, brothers and sisters. Until the next one, shalom.